Listen to the record, the impression this is very fresh sound. I mean that listen to the record that was imagined to the public, like you were playing in front of the public. That was the intention.
Yeah, this is not a record for me. I mean, if I wanted to make a record for me, I'd record Charlie Patton songs. You know,
is this sort of your version of the two blues albums that you published in the beginning of the 90s?
Excuse me?
Is this the Dylan version of the blues albums that you published in the beginning of the 90s?
No, I just use blues formats or either 12-bar formats that are altered somewhat, or Elizabethan ballads that are deconstructed. I just use those as forms.
It seems like this is the record that it's a record that has influences from all the American roots music, Western swing, jazz, blues. But the smallest part of influence from roots music is folk music. It seems to me like it's after doing Well Gone Wrong and Good As I've Been to You, which are the deepest folk records you've done since 62.
Well, what you call folk music is really fundamentally there at the on the ground level, really.
Yeah, I'm talking more about the arrangements, I suppose.
The arrangements are they're as tight as can be, and that's that was all done intentionally. There really isn't any superfluous playing on it.
Oh yeah.
And actually, I wanted to accomplish that.
Who else is on this record apart from your live band?
Excuse me?
Who else are on this record?
I'd have to look at the labels to tell you. I mean, my memory is just, my memory is just so,
For instance, who plays
gets a little froggy.
Right.
Am I an idiot? Or, I mean, am I not understanding?
No, I'm an idiot.
I'm French.
I'm trying there. Is this something I should concentrate on? I don't know.
No, it's my fault. My point is, it's from what I've heard of the record, it seems like the images associate with one another and flow in a natural way, rather than the songs being about something specifically and describing a feeling. Sorry.
My avenue of approach on all of it is to just allow it to happen and reject what doesn't seem to fit. I mean, if that makes sense to you.
What's the songwriting process?
Yeah. The songwriting process is a small process of performing. As it happens to be, I write the songs. Or
what
do.
about the process of live concerts? How has that changed over the years? I'm told that you only recently started to use set lists, for instance.
Use?
Set lists. Fixed...
Set lists?
Yeah.
Set list? I don't know, you mean a list of songs?
Yeah.
A list of songs.
Yeah.
We can use a set list, or maybe we don't need one. I guess I don't know.
Have the process of how you go about concerts have that changed over the years?
I don't think so.
When you go on stage, how much do you know what is going to happen? How much is
Pretty much all of it. I usually play to the people in the back. I disregard the people in the front because usually these people have come to quite a few shows. They're going to be there anyway, and they're going to like what they hear one way or another. So we're not trying to reach them. We're trying to reach the people in the back.
Why not?
So what do you think?
Who might not have been there ever before.
So what do you think about the people who follow each and every?
No, we don't think about these people because they're always there. we think about the people we've never seen.
Do you feel annoyed by those who come for every show?
No. I mean, that's they're there.
They're just there.
Yeah.
You play a lot of live gigs, probably a lot more than you used to. Between 66 and 70, you hardly play any at all. Are you happier on stage now than you were back then? And do you like the audience more now than you like the audience back then?
Back then, I assume you talk about when people were either reacting in a kind of a negative way to either playing electric or.
No, I don't mean that necessarily. In fact, quite the opposite. They were acting in a messianic kind of way in some ways. But I'm saying now, if they go along to see Bob and see some music, and you get off on the same way.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't know what's. Oh, I wouldn't know. People are people, really.
Now than the audience that you used to play.
I don't know. I mean, it's really all the same.
What's the reason of these many shows?
Huh?
What's the reason why you play live so much these days?
I don't think I play live. I may play more than someone you're accustomed to seeing and hearing, who may release a record every a certain amount of time and then do a big tour. Maybe when you add it all up, we play more shows than that. But I'm sure there's people in Europe and in England, or I know there are in America who play far more than me.
You wrote these liner notes in World Gone Wrong about don't be fooled by this never-ending tour business.
Oh, sure. Yeah, well, that's I don't know. It seems to like I think titles belittle whatever it is a person is trying to do, and that kind of like irritated me hearing what I do referred to as that, as if it's I mean, of course everything's going to end,
But there seems to be a line, as far as I understood it, a line in one of the...
Like, why would people think I've been doing a never-ending tour? I mean, it's undoubtedly going to end. I mean, what ties us all together, really, the one basic characteristics of all of us is mortality, and nothing else really makes us similar to each other.
Do you reflect upon mortality a lot?
I wouldn't say a lot, but maybe when people close to you get put in the ground, you kind of.
What about your own mortality?
Well, I mean, I can see myself in others, so that's the way I would think about it. I mean, I wouldn't think about it any more than you would think about yours. I mean, as soon as a person enters the world, they're old enough to leave it.
No, what I mean is the fact that the people you like and are friends of yours are going to die hurts you, and your own mortality hurts the others.
Exactly.
I don't mean to pry, but there's two songs in which the narrator refers to. There's Lonesome Day Blues, which when the character says, "I wish my mother was still alive," and there's Poor Boy, when the character goes, "When my mother died." Was that inspired by your personal?
Probably. Well, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't say. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how it couldn't be.
Right. You didn't block it, or you didn't consciously put it in to sort of.
Some of these lyrics are written like within a stream of consciousness kind of thing. I mean, it's like I don't sit there and dwell on or meditate on each line.
Do you fear analysis from other people? Is that something that you sort of dread?
No. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not really I don't know what anybody can find in any of my stuff. I mean, I don't know, analysis, a Freudian analysis, you mean?
Poetic.
Or German idealism, or maybe a Freudian Marxist. I don't know. What do you what?
Portuguese interpretation.
Exactly. Portuguese implication. I like that.
When you say invited by the future for me is already a thing of the past.
I say that for everyone. I say that for everyone. I'm a spokesman for a generation.
No, okay.
I say that for everyone, for us all.
Generation.
All of it, everyone.
Do you feel comfortable in that world?
Huh?
A spokesmodel, which you have been in the 60s and which you still are. The people look up to you and they want to know what you think about general topics and stuff like this.
Every so often.
When you're on stage and play really old songs, like some to Woody,
Yeah.
also Bar, what kind, is that more an abstract relationship to your own songs, like written by someone?
Well, I'm glad I wrote that. I'm glad I wrote it, and I'm glad I have that song to sing, because he's still, a phenomenal performer. There is some kind of footage of him, movie footage of him singing, and it stands up there with, Charlie Parker, Hank Williams, or anybody of that
But I mean,
high altitude.
generally to your older songs, that it's so far away, that's more a playground to...
No, that's why my songs are all singable. They're current. I mean, something doesn't have to be just a drop out of the sky yesterday to be current. This is the Iron Age. We're living in the Iron Age, but what was the last age? The age of bronze or something? Like we're still we can still feel that age. I mean, if you walk around in this city, people today can't build what you see out there. But at least when you walk around in a town like this, you know that people were here before you, and they were probably on a much higher, grander level than any of us are. I mean, it would just have to be. We couldn't conceive of building these kind of things. America doesn't really have stuff like this,
Do you read history books?
Huh?
Do you read books about history? Are you interested in that?
Not any more than not any more than just would be natural to do.
I was thinking about asking you a question about precisely Rome, because in an old song of yours, you had a line in which you said, "Inside the museums, history goes up on trial." How does it feel to be here?
Outside museums. Is it history?
History.
I'll sing that song. It doesn't sound right. Inside the museums.
Inside the museums, history goes up on trial.
No.
No? So correct me.
I'm trying to.
It's your song.
Inside the museums.
History goes up on trial.
I don't think that's right. I don't think it's right.
But does it?
So what's it?
I'm trying to think.
Inside
Inside the museum. Yeah, no, I know where it's from. Inside the museums.
No?
No, it's not. Is it?
I think so.
Inside the
I'm
museum.
not the writer of the song.
Where's the salvation line?
I don't know.
Salvation is
You're the writer.
I know.
No, but what I meant is, even if
Inside the
that's not the
museums.
right quotation,
Doesn't sound right.
how does
It
it
doesn't sound right when you say it. Inside the museum. Is it right? It could be, but I'm not willing to say you are. Not quite yet.
What
Inside
I
the
meant is
museum.
salvation goes up on trial, isn't it?
I think so.
salvation.
Salvation goes up on trial.
Salvation. Maybe it's right.
No.
No,
No,
maybe not.
not.
Museums.
I'll tell you what, why don't we take a break for a few minutes, everyone can debate.
And let me go look in the book.
Can we look
And we'll
at the
come
book?
back
Yeah.
in about 10 minutes.
Look it. All right, gentlemen.
It sounds right, salvation goes up on trial.